Imagine finding a warehouse full of sealed Elemental Hero Absolute Zeros. You guys smash something crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. And yes, Kongs still has Memento and, of course, the Valmonica deck course for anybody that was interested in picking this up. Oh, and also make sure you guys leave a comment down below when you'd be walking away with a booster pack. Alright, and they also still have Rarity Collection available for you as well. If there's anything that you need from this set, use discount code MCOL40 over here and save on your purchase. Now, at the beginning of this video, you heard me mention that suddenly, I guess, a warehouse full of GX manga promo, or the old promos for this definitely have shown up on the market, and it has destroyed the value on this card. I mean, you got 30 heavy played here. Gamer's Choice also has some damaged ones on the flip side of the equation back here as well at 1655. But this is very interesting just to see, you know, the fact that you're looking at $20 per copy of near mints of these. It also does prove, you know, how bad this era actually was for, you know, having the promos sealed within the books. But isn't that crazy to think about out here? That, you know, having Absolute Zero getting smashed down and that long-term, you know, discrepancy of push in the market. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to stay this way forever. I mean, it is a lot hitting the market for sure. But I do have a feeling that we will eventually possibly quite see this return back to its glory days. Even Core still has 30 of these. Wow. You got to love a warehouse just suddenly spawning these out of nowhere. Well, I guess the more you know, and that's very interesting. Salamangreat Almirage. This is starting to see a little bit more play because people need the arrow down on a fresh link 1, which means people are going to be looking at this going, huh, you know, this is a good alternative. I mean, you don't have any sales from yesterday, but it's enough to kind of look at this and go, okay. I mean, you're looking at $2 on the dual overload versions. Those have been going up. Your Eldorados coming in at 35 cents, and of course Soul Burning Volcanoes starting to move up a little bit. The fact you have all these cheap versions is actually quite nice. Now, the Pyro Phoenix. Oh boy, we've reached the point now that these have been spinning down pretty nicely actually. You're looking at 93 to 95 for the most part for these. I'm not all that surprised, but okay, you've got Secret Rares, 19 listings by the way. You're pushing up to about $11. Ooh, that's rough. And then of course the 2020 10 of Lost Memories still delivering out here. A nice $3 card. I guess the moral of this is if you've been looking at, you know, Salamangreat stuff, whether or not it be the Almirage or this, you're going to want to keep an eye on this just to kind of see what's going on. And then, of course, the Evil Twins, Kishisakill, and Lilla. You know what didn't get reprinted? This card. With how things are looking right now with Ultimate Slayer, you know, kind of returning back to the meta, people getting the chance to, you know, do their thing. 34 listings of this. I mean, you actually have pretty decent turnovers on sales here. Somebody bought one for $15. Your lowest is coming in about $7 to $8 at this point, with a spin up to about 10 to 11. And of course, collector's rares starting to hit about, well, the $22, $25 mark. You have 18 listings of these. I don't necessarily think that this is going to, you know, regain momentum again for this card, because a lot of people have already lost faith in the collector's rare market because Konami can just go ka-ching reprint, you know, the same rarity that we've already got available, and people don't like that. People, it's disappointing that, you know, your collector side of the market has lost a lot of faith in you. Oh, Angelis. 57 listings for the Battles of Legend Armageddon. You know, these are definitely spinning down right now. 6, 6, and 6. You're looking at about $7-ish on the top end of things. A little bit more than what I would want to be spending, but your 2015 versions, nice 15 listings at $9. I'm not going to be running out here and spending this money. And then we've got Primal Origins sitting at about $10 from their former, you know, ooh, actually these are nice 12s. Okay. I see you, market. I see you. Well, I guess the candy treats, people are getting ready for info. people want the chance to actually be able to play the game. And I understand that. I do think that with what's coming down the pipeline for people wanting to play, this is looking within the realm of expectations. I just can't believe that the Secret Rare is the cheapest, honestly. That's kind of interesting. Archfiend Harris. Now, for those of you that haven't really been paying too much attention to the market, we've had some very interesting spike ups with this fairly recently. You can thank your new support, but you're having to go back and spend $4 on a rare from Judgment of the Light. I'm surprised that this has not received some sort of reprint at this point in time. And of course, the 2014 Megaton version also moving on up here. You have 10 listings of this thing at about $2 to actually $5. Imagine having to spend $5 to $6 for this. I'm very shocked that this never got a super. Oh boy. So we talked about this coming off of Kickback over the course of the weekend. We saw that, Nightmare Magician was starting to go up. Well, she's gone up even further beyond what I was kind of expecting out here. You're looking at about 45 at the moment, which this is not what you want to be seeing right now. I figured, we'd hit 40 and that'd kind of be it. Maybe fluctuate at like 42. But the fact that we're heading up to that $45 mark, I originally said I didn't think that this would hit 50, but it might be coming. The waifu tax in this game is 150% real. You'll get 165 for your quarter century. Meanwhile, Nightmare Magicians, these are starting to head up to the $40 mark. You have 18 listings of those, and you're down to 76 listings right now for the Duelist Nexus version. This card's not having a rapid turnaround, but it's enough movement that you're looking at the $6 to $8 mark on this card, kind of fluctuating back and forth, that it does kind of beg the question of, is it worth picking this up? I don't like this card at all, but I can see why some people might want to have and pick this up. The Nightmare Throne Quarter Century. You're up to 180 big ones. Actually, it's worse than that. Once this one's gone, you're going to 200 big ones. Okay, I guess. So much money. Trishula, oh boy. Your DT versions are down to 187. Didn't expect that. 130 for the Ultimates. Your Starlight Rares are $80. RIP to any value that the Dragon of the Ice Barrier actually might have had. Though I'm not surprised to still see, this is still kind of sitting up on its pedestal. I mean, it's not much of a drop, but it's enough that it's still very consistent. Number 32, Shark Drake Vice, Ultimate Rare. We're still sitting at about, you got $8, $9. Not a lot is. We're pretty cruise control on the Ultimate for this. I understand that a lot of people look at this card and they're like, ooh, hype, need it. And it's like, we do have the water stuff coming, but I don't know, not for me. Shining Sarcophagus, just a slight update here. We're at 68 and then 15 down here. We're still cruise controlling on along. I genuinely, I'm happy to see that people are enjoying the Yugi deck and the fact that it is getting some love. But these price points, I don't know why people are surprised that a Searcher actually costs, $15. But okay. The Magic Formula. Now, for those of us that haven't been paying attention to this, you had one sale back on 214. You get a very light play German now for 150, which is pretty cool. But the thing has always been the English copies have been 400 plus. But the difference here is an unlimited is 475. A first ed is 875. There was a time these were over $1,000. You can definitely tell. Yeah, this card is so expensive. Nice German. But yeah, you've definitely, man, they're really trying to nuke those foreign versions. Nice $2,000 there. Okay. And of course, Beat Cop, another collector's rare, clutching on to the jaws of defeat back here. Coming in at $10 to $11 now. How the mighty collector's rare market has fallen. Well, what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.